It's Mr. Leonidas here. I hope all is well. This is actually a video by request. A viewer asked me to do a field stripping and breakdown video of my Mossberg Modern Rifle, and I think that's a great idea actually, because anybody who owns an AR platform, especially such as this, or you may already know, but it does require some care and maintenance if you want it to perform well. Now, if you don't really care about your gun, you don't really, malfunctions don't bother you, and I mean, if that's all fine and dandy, then don't worry about it. Discard this video. But for those of you who care about your weapon, your firearm, and want it to run smoothly, then I suggest that you learn how to break your weapon down and you learn how to clean it properly. This isn't a cleaning video. This is just a breakdown. Now I'm probably going to throw a few pointers here or there from my experience. But it's just, this should be just a straightforward, just kind of breaking it down and checking it out. But now, first of all, I want to say there are a lot of AR videos out there and good breakdown cleaning videos. But like I said, this is by request, and I think it's a fine idea. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. And first off, you may not recognize the Mossberg Modern Rifle, since the last videos I had up, I had a lot have my tactical goodies on here, so I think it's looking pretty pretty tactically sweet, but I'm digging it. So the first thing I need to know the weapon is safe before I start to work on it. Go ahead and drop the magazine out. There we go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and run the action. Charging handle. 2-3 times is fine, not a big deal. Weapon is empty. Safety works. Trigger works, so basic functionality test. I'm going to go ahead and drop it back on safe. Alright, so with an AR platform style weapon, you got two of these takedown pins. Now you can just pop out the rear one, but I'm going to go ahead and do both of them because my tactical magwell, well, I'll go ahead and show you the issue. I'm going to, now to assist you, I'd say get a punch. Use a multi-tool here, the small little screwdriver. Alright, got the rear takedown pin. Now, that's not too bad, but you're not going to, you're still missing a few things in there. I mean, you can definitely get out what you need to, but I usually like to break it down the whole way, but that's as far as mine's going to go. So I'll just leave it that way for now. It's not too bad. Alright, I'm pulling out the charging handle. This is the bolt carrier assembly in here. Slide that bad boy out. Set it down there. There's your charging handle. And now, weapon is useless. So that's that, and actually putting it back together, go ahead and break it down all the way. Make it a whole lot easier. Alright, so there is the upper half of the receiver. It's the bottom half. Alright, so here's what you got. Got your charging handle out of the way, and then now here's the whole bolt carrier assembly. Now I don't know all the technical terms for all this, so I apologize. I have the diagram right here. I look it over occasionally, but I'm not the expert. But I want to go ahead and point out, actually, since I did fire this weapon here recently, it is definitely a little gunked up, which is why you need to clean the AR platform. But the first thing you need to do, if you're, because I'm going to continue on here breaking this down, because with AR platform it's important to keep this whole, or for the most part, clean around your, especially within your firing pin. It's good to break all this down, I found. Now that's pretty good for a field strip. But if you want to get a little more thorough, which I recommend for an AR platform, do it. But I just popped that little pin out. I'm going to pop it out again. It's pretty easy to do if your weapon's good shape. Let's see if I can get that. Actually, next is going to be the actual firing pin. I can take your fingers. There you go. So I got the firing pin out, and the next step is this little toggle, a larger pin right there. And then, wow, here comes the firing pin, the sort of mechanism in there, that little star-shaped little device, if you're familiar with that. Alright, so I did actually clean all the parts here, and they're ready to go back in the gun, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. So you're going to slide in, this is the actual bolt, is what you're looking at. And slide that in, and you've got your extractor. It's going to be hanging up to your upper right hand corner when you're looking down at it. And you're going to line up that little port down here. And this is your cam pin. And it's going to slide in there. And with it's going to, so it won't get in the way Have your little gas tube up, and just like that. It was real easy. And that's how it should be. It should just slide right down in there, just like that. And then you're going to twist it. Now as you twist it, you're going to be able to slide your actual firing pin up in there. And there it goes. That is your firing pin. And then last, this little is the retaining pin. And you slide that back in that little slot, and it keeps your firing pin in place. And that's it. It's good to go. Wipe it down one more time, and I'm just going to give it a real light coating of oil. Real light. Okay, too much. Wipe it down. Alright, got my charging handle down here, the whole bolt carrier assembly. Make sure the bolt carrier assembly and the actual bolt is plunged forward. That's the only way it's going to slide back in there. I'm going to go ahead and put my charging handle, I'm going to drop it in. There you go, working just fine. Dropping it in. I'm going to take this thing at an angle. Be a little gentle. That's it, just slide it all back in. You sort of just like one piece. And then take your weapon, make sure the breakdown pins are out of the way. And that's that. Make sure the weapon still is functional. Safety works. Okay. Alright. Officially United signing out. I appreciate your time.